Hey everybody, wanted to share some more of my Carolina Skiff project with you. Just getting around to putting a trolling motor on this boat, Carolina Skiff. It's a 16-foot DLX, flat bottom front, got the casting deck on it. Showing you how I overcame my trouble of getting this trolling motor mounted. You've got this lip on the front that causes a problem trying to get a flat surface to mount the trolling motor on. And what I used was a piece of PVC board. It's 1x3. You can buy it at your local home store. I wound up cutting this stuff up, different lengths, to sort of build me a bridge over this low spot casting deck, the hump over the front there. I cut this piece 7 inches long, this piece 7 inches long, and these two pieces 12 inches long. You can see in the middle right there where I've pieced it at the top layer. They run all the way down that way. One thing that worked out good, this PVC material, I was able to put some PVC clear cleaner and some PVC glue while I was building it, and actually gluing these layers together to help hold everything in position while I fit it to the boat. When I got up to the front, I've got this angle. You can see how it sort of tilts right through there. And I wound up going from a 1/2 inch height to a 3/4 inch height to make that wedge that fits under the front there, gives it some support in the front. I drilled all the way through. Take this side cover off and show you. I used the existing screw holes. I used this one on this side, and on the other side it's this one because it's at a bit of an angle to the boat, trying to keep the unit to the side. You can see how it sets on the boat. On this side over here, take this side cover off. You can see right here, and I've just got some bolts I had laying around for now to get this thing mounted, but there's the front hole. And what that does, using those two holes on this skiff, that was one of my key points setting it up, was if you look at this width right here under the bottom, that put my mounting bolts in the center where I can use some big fender washers to give it some good support. That's how I wound up with that location. The trolling motor, existing holes, the boat. That's how all this wound up being where it's at, which worked out good. When you let the trolling motor down, the down rod comes in front of the boat, and you can get your hand behind it here so it's not scrubbing. On the deck of the boat, I marked it on the casting deck, but underneath the casting deck I measured with a tape measure. I've scribed a mark here, but along this area, and it does a turn, the casting deck is not as thick right in this zone as it is over here on this side of the line. It has a piece of plywood or something underneath this casting deck that makes it stronger to support the weight, and I wanted to be sure to be that side of this line so that I had some good material for some screws to go in. I used some 3.5 inch long deck screws. I just drilled a pilot hole through the casting deck and ran the deck screws into the casting deck. I've got 4 of them. I use these 2 existing holes on the trolling motor and the 2 the same on the other side. So I've got 4 deck screws at the back area, and then I've got the 2 quarter 20 through bolts with lock washers and flat washers, the big fender washer underneath. And I think it's going to work good. It feels super strong. The PVC worked good. I think it'll hold up good to the weather, the water. So that's it. Hopefully I get to do the wiring and get that figured out best to get my power. This is the Minn Kota Copilot Powerdrive V2. Looking forward to using it. I hope this video helped y'all. If you got any advice for me, or if I can help you with your project, my email address is joeyogston@gmail.com. Maybe I'll see you on the water.